Hello everyone, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts, and this is Prehistoric Facts special episode number 251. We're going to be talking about an armored dinosaur today, and that armored dinosaur is Borealopelta. And so here is the artist rendition of Borealopelta. It's a really cool looking armored dinosaur, and so let's actually keep on going here. Some information about Borealopelta. The name means northern shield. Length is 18 feet or 5.5 meters. Height is 5 feet or 1.15 or 1.5 meters, excuse me. Weight is 2,800 pounds. It lived 112 to 110 million years ago in the early Cretaceous period, and the fossils are found in Alberta, Canada, and was described by paleontologist last name Brown back in 2017. So this is a fairly new dinosaur. So this dinosaur is 8 years old, and so fairly new. And let's actually talk about it. And so here is a map of Canada. So this is the province of Alberta, Canada. This province here in orange that I have circled here in red. That's the province that Borealopelta fossils have been found. And here's a size chart of Borealopelta compared to a modern human female. And so this is a fairly decent sized dinosaur, especially decent sized nodosaur. And this is basically a very common size for nodosaurs. And here is the fossil specimen of Borealopelta. So this is the fossil specimen of Borealopelta, very well preserved. This is a very well preserved dinosaur, especially this type of specimen. And I'll talk about a little bit more about the specimen. And the fossils are actually found in marine deposits. And so this is mostly found in mostly limestone. And this dinosaur was on land. It died on land, probably a river, and then near a river, and then the river took the body and got it uh, flushed all the way over towards the ocean, and or the seaway, and pretty much the animal did not get scavenged upon, and it just basically floated down to the bottom, upside down, and it actually got buried very quickly. And that's how this specimen got so well preserved. But half of the tail is missing and some of the limb bones are missing, but this is actually still a very well preserved dinosaur specimen. More information about Borealopelta. It is part of the Ankylosauria family. It is also part of the Ankylosaur family known as the Nodosauridae. So this is a nodosaur. Borealopelta has spikes on the shoulders and also on the sides of the tail. So they're very well preserved. We actually find these on the specimen of Borealopelta, and it's very kind of similar to say Sauropelta, even say Gastonia. But Gastonia has spikes that are on top of the animal, mainly on top of the shoulders, even on the sides of the shoulders, and also has the spikes on the tail. And that's what Borealopelta also is, but the spikes on the tail are a little bit smaller than, say, Gastonia's. But also has no tail club, so that's very common with nodosaurs, is that they don't have tail clubs. Only the ankylosaurs, the true ankylosaurs, actually have those. And it has very well preserved skin, and of course, in that skin, pigments were so well preserved they can actually identify the color, and that's mainly on the top of the animal, so basically on the back part of the animal, on the back. And they actually have found that that the color of the skin was a reddish brown color. So that is really neat. That this specimen was so well preserved that we actually see the fossilized pigments up for the color to determine the color of this animal. And of course, like all nodosaurs and ankylosaurs, this dinosaur was a herbivore. The environment in which Borealopelta lived in, it would have been warm and humid. It would have been wet and dry seasons. There would also have been trees, ferns, cycads, and early flowers for plants. There was no grass during this time. There was no grass during the time of the dinosaurs. There would have been plenty of lakes, rivers, and ponds at that time, and also early bit of the Western Interior Seaway. And the Western Interior Seaway was was mostly in the northern part of North America. So mostly like in Canada, in the Canadian part of North America. And the other animals that would have been around, there would have been plenty of insects, amphibians, reptiles, mammals, early avian dinosaurs, which we call birds, pterosaurs, and also other non-avian dinosaurs. Predators, Borealopelta definitely had predators, so probably early Carcharodontosaurids. We don't know which one yet. We don't know which one. Could it be like, say, Ceots, or could it be maybe Acrocanthosaurus? Maybe, but we don't know. But Acrocanthosaurus fossils have not been found that far north in North America. Acrocanthosaurus fossils are mostly found in, say, Oklahoma, Texas, and Maryland of the United States. There's a possibility they probably did live in, like, say, Colorado and Utah, but that's still to be determined. Ceots was mostly found in Utah, but we don't know if there was a Carcharodontosaurid that lived in Canada at that point in time, 112 to 110 million years ago. We don't know yet, but there probably were dromaeosaurs. There probably were dromaeosaurs, and these were probably dromaeosaurs that were very similar in size to Deinonychus and probably looked very similar to Deinonychus. The extinction of Borealopelta was mostly due to climate change. The Western Interior Seaway expanded, so it was actually starting to get longer. So the Western Interior Seaway expanded further south, and also some bits of the southern part of North America were also, say, where the Gulf is, we're starting to go further north. So that showcases that the sea that the water levels were starting to rise at that point in time, and so that meant flooding, and then of course the plants changed around that kind of time as well. And so here is a map of the early Cretaceous. This is the best one that I could find. That was a really good guess for 112 to 110 million years ago. And so where I have circled right here, that's where Borealopelta more likely was living in. So right around that area of Canada. That's where the fossil has been found. So the next episode will be on October 9th, 2025, and there'll be a Q&A episode. So if you got any questions about dinosaurs and other prehistoric life, feel free to email me at dinochrist71@gmail.com. Or go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, you guys should post your questions in the comment section. Please put them in the comment section. Don't put them on Messenger. Messengers are private conversations, so please put your questions in the comment section on any Facebook post. And also for YouTubers out there, like the video, subscribe to the channel. According to my analytics, a lot of you guys are checking out my channel. I'm not subscribed yet, so please feel free to hit the like button, because that's how the YouTube algorithm works. The more likes the video gets, the more likely the video gets spread out to people that are interested in dinosaurs, prehistoric life, paleontology, and geology in general, so please feel free to do so. And also share the video, share the channel to anybody that is interested in dinosaurs, prehistoric life, paleontology, and geology in general, so please feel free to do so. And also subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that we can get weekly notifications of every video that comes out weekly. And also you can go on my channel, you can hit the post tab, you can check out all the posts that I do on there. So basically like updates in the world of paleontology, mainly in terms of dinosaurs. You can also see updates on videos, and of course polls. And I post polls every 3 days on the channel so that you guys can check them out, look at the choices, and you can express your opinions that way. And so yeah, feel free to go on my channel and check out the posts tab to check out the polls, the news updates on paleontology, and of course some updates on YouTube videos. And also for you, your YouTubers out there, leave your questions in the comment section, because I do read them all. All of you guys are sending me questions via email, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys are awesome. You give me some great questions for those Q&A episodes, so keep up the great work. And also make sure you keep your questions short and to the point. You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there. You can also follow me on Threads, same thing, at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there as well. Also, take care of people around you. And also, for younger people out there, to make sure listen, your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you can have for good education. It's very important to have a good education. With a good education, you get a good job in the future. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.